Hello everyone, guys. Hello everyone. Good morning. How are you all? Good morning, everyone. My name is Afreen and I welcome you all to today's session. So today we are going to discuss Unit 10, i.e. IFS Module A. This is Sustainable Development Goals, right? So this is a very important topic for all of you. Sustainable Development Goal. We are going to discuss about this in this chapter, right? First of all, we are talking about the 10 sustainable development goals. First, what is sustainable development? See, sustainable development means utilizing the resources of an economy in such an efficient way that it can fulfill the needs and wants of present generation as well as future generation. So if it is going to fulfill the needs and wants of present as well as for the future generation, the utilization of resources in such a way is called as what is called as sustainable development. Okay, and there are 10 there are 17 identified sustainable development goals. What are these 17 goals? First, no poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, quality education, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, affordable and clean energy, decent work and economic growth, industry, innovation and infrastructure, reduced inequalities, sustainable cities and communities, responsible consumptions and production. Next is climate action, life below water, life on land, peace and justice, a strong institution, partnership for the goals. So these are the 17 identified sustainable development goal, in which the most important sustainable development goal is climate action, sustainable development goal 13, because India has committed various steps towards this 13th sustainable development goal, that is known as climate action. So for these sustainable goal, it is very important for you all to at least learn sequence of this sustainable development goal. For example, 13 is specifically climate action, 14 is specifically life below water. And that's why it is tough, because you have to learn it and you have to learn it in sequence. That first is what, second is what, third is what, and that's why it is very important for all of you. And in the previous exam cycle, various questions, I think 2 or 3 questions were from this sustainable development. Okay, now next thing, if we talk about the sustainable development goal as a concept has been identified by United Nations General Assembly. So United Nations General Assembly announced this 17 sustainable development goal in September 2015. Sustainable development goal, we have to achieve this goal in a time frame of 2016 to 2030, right? So from 2016 to 2030, we have to achieve this sustainable development goal. Now there are 17 sustainable development goals. 17 sustainable development goal I have already told you, and all these 17 sustainable development goals are very, very important for all of you. You have to learn this, you have to memorize this sustainable development. Okay, now next, if we talk about the global issues and their initiatives. So there are various global issues. There are different issues which all the countries are facing, right? And obviously, for solving these issues, there are different initiatives that has been taken to solve these global issues, right? So let us discuss what are the current global issues which are going on and what are the initiatives that have been taken to solve these global issues, right? So first of all, if we talk about climate change, so climate change is very important sustainable development goal. So climate action or climate change, Paris Agreement, Green New Deal, these are some of the initiatives that has been taken for what, for solving this climate change. Poverty and inequality, sustainable development goals, World Bank strategies, global health, COVAX, the global fund, food security and hunger. World Food Program FAO's zero hunger. Water scarcity, United Nations Water Action Decade. Education, Global Partnership for Education. Gender equality, United Nations Women He for She campaign. Migration and displacement, global impact for migration. International securities, it is NATO's North Atlantic Treaty Organization, Partnership for Peace, Biodiversity and Environment, Convention on Biological Diversity. On cyber security, there is a global forum on cyber expertise. On mental health, there is World Health Organization mental health action plan. So these are some of the global issues that are faced by different economies. And if we are talking about the initiatives, yes, these are the different initiatives. sorry sorry so these are the different initiatives that has been taken to solve this global issues, right? Now next, if we are talking about the India's and the 13th sustainable development goal, that is climate action. Now it is very important because this commitment which has been taken by India, it is very important. Okay, so, if we talk about India, India is deeply committed to achieve the Sustainable Development Goal 13, which actually calls for climate action. Okay, and India has made 5 commitments, Panchamrit commitments, that 5 commitments which are actually there to combat this climate change. Now, these are important. These 5 commitments are important. The first commitment is the India pledged to achieve the net zero emission of greenhouse gases by the year 2070. Very important. Achieving 500 gigawatt non-fossil energy capacity by year 2030. Fulfilling, India pledged that it will fulfill 50% of their energy requirement from renewable energy by 2030. India will reduce the total projected carbon emission by 1 billion tons till 2030, and by 2030 India will reduce the carbon intensity by less than 45%. So these 4 commitments are to be achieved by year 2030, whereas net zero emission of carbon of any greenhouses gas, that should be achieved by year 2070. Because see, when there is a country who is in a developing stage, this is very normal for them to emit the greenhouse gases, because when we are in a developing process, we have to build, we have to manufacture, we have to set up industries which are responsible for pollution, right? But the necessary steps should be taken to reduce the impact of these greenhouses gas. And that's why India has commit these five Panchamrit pledges to be achieved for this Sustainable Development Goal 13, which is known as climate action, right? Now, next, if we talk about the green finance, what is green finance for sustainable development? So, green finance are those finance in which the loan and financial support has been provided to that project which is considered as environmentally sustainable project. So, if there is any financial support or financial health that has been, or financial loans that has been provided, especially to those projects which are environmentally sustainable project, then these are known as green finance. So green finance refers to the financial arrangement that are specific for the use for projects that are environmentally sustainable or projects that adopt the aspects of climate change. Now, what are sustainable development project. So like if you are spending in solar, wind, biogas, clean transportation, lower greenhouse gas emission, energy efficient projects, green building, waste management, recycling, efficient disposal, conversion to energy. So these are some of the projects which are actually considered as environmentally sustainable project. So if the loan has been provided for these type of project, if financial support is provided to especially these type of projects which are known as environmentally sustainable project, then the finance is called as green financing. Then the finance is called as what? Green financing. Clear? Now if we talk about India's support to green finance, yes, India has extended a commendable hands in the support of green finance. Like India has offered 30% subsidies on the installation cost of these solar projects. Like if you are having the solar power or solar panel, rooftop solar panels in your houses or in your offices to meet your energy requirement, then the government is offering 30% subsidy on the installation cost of this rooftop solar panel. Okay, and this can be extended to 70% also in some state. RBI, Reserve Bank of India has listed this renewable energy sector under its priority sector lending. Okay, in year 2015. Priority sector lending means those sectors which are important for the development of economy and which should be given priority over the other sectors. So for priority sector lending, there are different targets that has been issued to different banks for achieving this priority sector lending, right? Priority sector lending can obtain loan in a very easy form if we compare it to other sectors. So it is a priority sector lending which is declared by Reserve Bank of India in 2015, right? Now, last thing is corporate social responsibility. So if we are talking about the corporate social responsibility, if you want to know that your corporate should have a long-term sustainable. So for achieving long-term sustainable goals and development in your corporate environment, you have to include these aspects, social responsibility aspects in your daily goals. You have to take care of economic, social, and environmental obligation in business environment. So whatever you have social obligations, economical or social or environmental obligation, you should follow these obligations in order to achieve the long-term growth and a beneficial impact on your environment, employees, consumer, and shareholder. And Section 135 of Companies Act says that the provide legal support for CSR in India. So CSR is mandatory in India. Any corporate should have to fulfill their corporate social responsibility, which is contribution towards the social, economical, or environmental aspects. So it is mandatory in India that you have to spend at least 2% of your net profit in this corporate social responsibility. But now it is a flexibility that has been given. Okay, and the flexibility says that if you want to spend more than 2% in any year in the corporate social responsibility, you can do so and you can adjust the excess amount in the coming year. Okay, so this is corporate social responsibility. Now, corporate social responsibility penalty. If you are not fulfilling corporate social responsibility as a corporate, you are fined with the penalty of rupees 1 crore as corporate, and for each defaulting officer, penalty is rupees 2 lakh for each defaulting officer. In earlier, if we talk about before 2020, if you are a defaulting officer, you can send to jail and imprisonment is there for you for a period of approximately 6 months. But now this jail thing has been replaced by monetary penalty. Means if you are not fulfilling your corporate social responsibility, for each defaulting officer there is a fine of rupees 2 lakh, and if there is the defaulting corporate as a whole, you are fined with rupees 1 crore. Clear? So this is the corporate social responsibility, right? Now, let us discuss about the practice question. The very first practice question: which section of the Companies Act provide legal support for corporate social responsibility? Everyone, please answer this question. It's a very easy question. You have to answer this question. I have already explained it in detail. Which of the following, you have to tell that which of the following companies or which of the following sectors provide legal support for corporate social responsibility. You can all answer this question, guys. Everyone, please answer this question. So, if we talk about this, yes, Section 135 of the Companies Act provide a legal support for the corporate social responsibility. Clear? Now, next question. If we talk about the next question, India's aim to achieve the target of dash. India aims to achieve the target of net zero emission by which year? Net zero emission by which year? India aims to achieve the target of net zero emission by which year, everyone? So if we talk about India aims to achieve the target of net zero emission by year 2070. Clear? So this is it. This is the chapter. Okay, I have discussed the most important thing related to this chapter. Now, if you want to download the PDF of this chapter, you can easily do so. You just have to download the Oliveboard app, go on the JAIIB and CAP category. Now, in the bottom, you will find this course section. If you are clicking in this course section, you will find the YouTube class PDF section, right? So you can download it free of cost from here, right? And if you want to learn the complete chapter, we are going to start the new foundation batch, Foundation 2.0 batch for May-June 2025 examination cycle. And if you want to purchase that badge, go for the JAB Super Elite subscription. Why? Because you need the access of this subscription, because we are going to start different batches like Foundation batch, MCQs batch, Crackers batch, Crash batch, or there have been different batches which we are going to launch till your examination. So you don't need to purchase each and every batch individually if you have buy this JAB Super Elite subscription. Currently, there is a flat 49% off, which is running on the Oliveboard app. So you can just purchase this JAIIB Super Elite subscription and get a flat 49% off here. Okay. So thank you so much, guys. If you have learned whatever I have taught you, just please like and share the video, right? Please like and share the video to the maximum you can. And if you haven't subscribed this new channel, guys, it's a request. Please subscribe this channel and press the bell notification icon. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. Bye bye, guys. Bye, everyone.